Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video. It's been a long time I've done a sit down video, you guys. It feels so good and refreshing. Yeah, but today's video is going to be about launch strategy. So I launched a business startup guide last month and I had a whole launch strategy for it and it actually worked. So basically I'm going to be running down through my launch strategy for this particular guide, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some mistakes that I made and some things that I did right this time around, and I'm just going to be showing you guys what the strategy looks like and how I set everything up basically. And I'm also going to be showing you guys results from everything that happened during this period, right? Before I go on with this video, let me just introduce myself a little bit. My name is Sheba, and on this channel I basically share with you guys business tips from everything that I learned in my business journey. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have 3 businesses that I'm running and building, and every experience that I have, I come on here and share with you guys. Everything that I learned, I come on here and share with you guys, so that you don't make mistakes like I made when I started my business, and so you avoid mistakes as you run your business. So if you like this type of content, if you like my channel, definitely subscribe. Welcome to the family, because I know you're subscribed. Thank you very much. Yes. So before I start, I want to just briefly explain what a launch strategy is. So basically, when you want to launch a product, or you want to launch a brand, or you want to launch something, you have to strategically launch whatever you want to launch, because you don't just like go up there on social media and say, oh, you guys, now I'm selling this, and then expect people to just buy. You need to like kind of ease the moment and kind of like get people to get used to what you're doing, let them be aware of what you want to launch, and kind of like, I won't really say it's manipulation, but if you want to call it that, you can call it that, because they're technically just taking steps and doing certain things that make people do what you want them to do. Whether it's you want them to follow a page, you want them to buy something, you want them to share something, whatever it is, right? Or you want them to listen to your podcast, you want them to watch your videos, whatever it is you're launching. You can launch a YouTube channel, you can launch a new business, you can launch a new product, you can launch a podcast, you can launch anything. It doesn't matter whether you want to sell or not. You can even launch something that is free. And let me be honest, yeah, because something is free doesn't mean that you shouldn't strategically plan the launch and like actually aim for the best result, because that particular free product, you're actually making it free for a particular purpose. Free products doesn't just mean that it's free. You're actually gaining something from it. There always is an exchange in value. So you always want to make results when it comes to launching something. So launch strategy basically is just a step-by-step process that you follow through, that you prepare and follow through to achieve a certain goal, right, for your launch. So for every launch strategy, it depends on what you're launching. If you're launching a product, right, meaning that your brand is already launched, everybody knows what your brand is about and all that, so you're just launching a new product, you will definitely need a marketing technique, sales technique, and a traffic strategy, right? Those 3 things are very, very important when it comes to launching, because in the launch process, you're going to be doing a lot of marketing, you're going to be doing a lot of sales, and you're going to be doing a lot of getting traffic, for people to see what you're about to launch. So those 3 things are important, and you have to have a strategy on how you're going to achieve, these 3 things, as marketing, sales, and the traffic, right? Which is actually what makes up your launch, right? And there's also something called a pricing strategy, meaning that your launch product will not be the same price all through. I'll go over everything in details, and I'll also give you an example of someone's launch strategy that she actually just launched recently, and she was one of the sponsors of the Ultimate Business Guide, and I really liked her traffic strategy. Her traffic strategy was just marvelous, and I don't even know, maybe she knows that it's a traffic strategy, but I'm just going to also share that with you guys as well. So let's go over my results of this particular launch period. This particular launch was more of sales. It was sales and increasing my reach, increasing my followers, all of that. That was what I was trying to gain from this, and also increase people on my wait list. I wanted to start my email, start gathering people on my email list, and also I wanted to launch my Telegram community, though that one was like a goal that I added in midway, right? But that's also something that I achieved, right? So I'm going to just read it off here. So my reach was 11.4 thousand. I reached 11.4 thousand people, which is quite rare. Basically, this is for the whole month. Now, I've never reached this kind of amount of people before, I'll be honest, because I've actually not been I used to be consistent on my old account, but my new account, I've not really been that consistent because I decided to focus more on my business. But this particular 1 month, I posted every day, I posted content every day, and I was able to reach 11.4 thousand people, and my engagement was 414, which is more than the followers that I have. which is quite good. And I got 72 followers, which is actually good because I think at that time I had like 310 or something. I'm on 396 now, and 6 people unfollowed me, right? So that's like stats from my Instagram. From my email list, I was able to get over 60 people on my email list, and I was able to get 40. Right now we have 40, I think 43 people on the Telegram community. I was able to sell to 7 people from my community, and like I'm so excited because these people actually came out of my community, and like I'm so excited, guys. Like that's just like 7 people, and then I was also sponsored for 5 copies, so let's say 7 plus 5, though the 5 was given out for free, but by myself I sold to 7 people. And the giveaway, the sponsorship that I got for the giveaway was 5 people. So if you add that together, that's 12 people have the guide paid for. Yeah, so like these are all the results that I got. Yeah, so let's go over what I should have done better. So basically, when I explain everything to you guys, you would understand better. As when I go through my strategy, you understand this better. But when you're selling e-products, right, there are 2 things that you need: a lot of traffic, 1, and you should use lead generation method and not sending people directly to a sales page to buy. Now, the reason why you're using lead generation method is because with lead generation method, you're offering, what you're basically doing is giving out a lead magnet, right? Lead magnets are free products that you give out. That's why I said when you're giving out something that is free, you're not necessarily not benefiting from it, but you give out those things free in exchange for their email address, their contact details, basically. So if you run ads on it, right, you would if you run ads on it, you would get a lot of people because it's free. So a lot of people just drop their email and get the free ebook or whatever it is, and then you can later sell to them via email, right? Or via WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever platform you want to use, depending on details that you collected. So like that's like actually the best strategy to use. And basically you need a lot of traffic to be able to make sales, a lot of sales using selling digital products, ebooks. You need a lot of traffic, and the only way you can get that traffic, the best way you can get that traffic is lead generation method, because you're giving out something free in exchange for their contact details. So you're going to be getting like almost, depending on how long you run your ads though and how much you spend on your ads, but it's possible to get up to 10,000 leads running ads for 1 month. If you spend like maybe 50-70k on ads, right, you need to get up to like 10,000 users. Yes, this is tested, like this is actually results from somebody else's experience though, that I've watched videos obviously. So lead generation is like the best way to actually get a lot of traffic. So I've gone through everything that I should have done better, but the strategy actually works. It works, guys. Like it actually works because I was able to get results from it, and results not only in cash but also results in increasing my community growth, like a lot of things basically. And note, I'm also testing this strategy for 2 of my businesses right now, and I'm going to also share with you guys the results on that when that time comes. And then by that time I'll probably do a masterclass, but I'll get to that at the end of the video. Okay, so I'm basically looking down here because my laptop is here. So basically my launch actually ran for a whole month, right, from 1st of June to 30th of June. Actually it was 31st. I put 31st of June. I made a mistake, so I can't just extend it to 1st of July, but it was for 1 month, right? And what I did was there was a content period between the 1st and 16th of the month, right? There was a content period. So this period I was really educating people about, because it was a business startup guide, so I was educating people about planning and structuring your business and how learning from others will actually help you to make less mistakes when you're starting your business. So that was what I was doing between the 1st and the 16th, right? And then from 17th to 23rd, it was the pre-order or giveaway period and giveaway period. So at this time I'd already gotten a sponsor, so I decided to add a giveaway period, but originally it was just for pre-order. So basically people can pre-order during this period, and then after pre-order is the launch week, and basically people could finally buy, and like when they buy they get the products immediately, right? That was the launch week. So now from May 28th to May 31st was my waitlist period, and what I used to get people to join the waitlist was my old guide, because I did the guide in 2020 and I sent that guide to a lot of people, and about 48 people got that free guide. So they got the free guide. I was able to get their emails. I added them to the waitlist, and then I was also able to get people to join the waitlist because by the time I finished making the guide, I started to give out waitlist forms and not just tell people to like buy the free guide or get the free guide rather. So by the time 31st came, I had about 60 something people on the wait list. So that was my wait list period, and that wait list period is basically for you to entice people to like get them like, oh, something is actually coming, and then they'll be preparing themselves for what is yet to come. You don't just drop stuff on people and just expect that they will just buy. It doesn't work that way. So that's what wait list period is for. And wait list period is also a particular period to exercise your sales technique. So what I did was I gave 75% off to everybody that was on the wait list. That was my sales technique. And I also made use of email marketing. So that was like, it's linked together basically. Then after the waitlist period, then the launch strategy actually now starts, which is with content. So people that have been waiting, they will also get some content in their emails. I was also posting content on Instagram, I was posting content on LinkedIn, I was posting content on my WhatsApp, I was posting content on Twitter. I said like a little bit shy. Then I also tried to post on Facebook small because I'm not really active on Facebook. I just started getting active on Facebook now. Like I just like any content I put on my Instagram, I just move to my Facebook. Right now I'm explaining the pricing strategy. Waitlist period, waitlist members were getting 75% off. Now pre-order guys were getting 50% off. So they were getting the guide pre-order at 50% off, right? And then after the pre-order ended, the rest were getting it at 25% off. So that was what I was doing. So I was increasing the price as you go up. So basically the people on the wait list benefited a lot from it. But then when the wait list closed and then I announced that there's going to be a higher price, people started realizing that, oh, this price is going to be increasing, because I made most of my sales in the pre-order period. Right, I think I made about 2 sales in the launch period, but most of my sales were in pre-order period. So that was like a pricing strategy that I used for my launch. So pre-order launch week was 25% off, and then after launch is now full price. So that's basically the pricing strategy. So I've gone over the pricing strategy, and I've gone over the launch strategy. That's basically what happens every week of the month. So now let's go over the content calendar. So the content calendar, the first 3 days I used to tell people about learning from others. When you're an entrepreneur, you have to always have, at least even if you don't have a mentor, you have to have a mentor from afar. I did that because one of the reasons why I struggled when I was planning and like when I was starting my business was I did not have enough knowledge, and I did not know where to get that knowledge from. It was like after some months, like almost a year, that was when I started to figure things out. Right, so I decided to do that first for the first 3 days. Then after that, I started to talk about how to plan your business, structuring your business, the process, and all of that. And I had to mention that yes, the process is actually hectic and can take time, because for me it took 3 months, right, for me to actually do like a somewhat proper plan for my business, right? So I decided to do that so that in their mind, when I now make an offer and say, okay, this particular business guide that I created will actually make it easier for you to achieve this thing that I said you actually need. So on the 15th, I just made an announcement on my story that there's the pre-order is the next day, kind of like just told people that you guys, you will soon be able to pre-order and all of that. And mind you, everybody knew that I was launching a business guide at this point, because I'd already said what I was launching, right? But then I was kind of like just enticing people and like feeding their desire. Do you understand? And then the next day I posted flyers and posted everything. I had like adverts videos, I had a story advert, and I had a like talking advert like this where you like talk about the benefits of what you're selling. I had those 2 ads, and I had graphics, I had flyers, I had flyers for pre-order, flyers for waitlist, flyers for launch week, and all of that. So I was posting them throughout this period, right? That's after 15th, because that's when the pre-order and the launch week was. So because I gave away some guys, because I had a Twitter space with the headline sponsor, that's Petra. So we had a Twitter space, and I was able to give the guide to 2 people, and then I was also able to give the guide to 3 other people in my Telegram community, and some I think from my WhatsApp as well, some business owners on my WhatsApp. So I was able to get testimonials from there, and I was able to share testimonials the day before the launch, right? So I shared testimonials the day before the launch. On the launch day, I posted the advert that says that it's now live and people can actually get it. And then after that time, I was just freestyling, because that particular weekend I had an event where I spoke at, and I talked about financial planning for your business. So what I did was I said that, okay, that day, whatever content comes out from that day, I will use it to channel people. I'll use it to create more content for the launch week, because that particular period was kind of like it's already launched and all. There's really no talk on like trying to get people to understand planning your business at that point. So, and I didn't want it to be so structured in people's eyes because they will notice that something is going on. So I kind of like created new content for that. And then I ended everything with posting about Petra and also thanking people on 1st of July. I thank people for joining me on this journey because it was quite fun. Yeah, so that's basically everything on my content calendar. You can go to my page, you actually see all the posts and everything there. So now we've gone through the launch calendar and we've gone through the content calendar. So first of all, let's go over it so that you guys don't get confused from the beginning. Right, summary. So for every launch strategy, you need traffic strategy, you need a marketing plan, you need a sales plan. Right, that's settled already. Right, so and I've shown you guys my launch calendar, which is kind of like what goes on, what week is for what, wait list, content period, pre-order, and launch. Then I've shown you guys my content plan, which is content that I'm going to be posting on social media during that period. Right, then now we're going to go over some certain tips, things that you need to know when it comes to marketing, sales, traffic, all of that. So now for my own traffic strategy, what I did was I got sponsors. Now the reason why I got sponsors was because I haven't really had so much social proof on the internet yet, at least to the extent that I want to have. I haven't had so much of social proof, right? So I wanted to get people that will kind of validate that this product is actually viable. So what I did was I met my friends, people that render services to business owners, because I know that those services that they offer will be of value to business owners, which are people that I'm targeting. So I messaged all of them, I sent them the guide, and I asked them to like, is it okay? Is it good? Is it all that? They were like, yeah, it's very nice. So I told them that I want to add their service at the end of the guide. So I built a resource section in the guide, and I told them that I want to add their service in the resource section of that guide. They're going to benefit from this in so many ways. Obviously, all my adverts, their brands will also go with it. They were sponsors, so like they also go with social media adverts and everything. So they were going to benefit from it. So, and all they have to do is just post when I'm posting. They'll advertise when I'm advertising. So that was my first strategy, which was sponsorship. And then lucky for me, one of the people that I reached out to were willing to do to be the headline sponsor. They wanted a full page for their brand, and then they paid for it, and basically they sponsored 5 copies, which was what I was able to give away. So I had a giveaway, which I didn't even plan for initially, but I had a giveaway period, right? Affiliate marketing was another thing that I used, but then that one did not work. I actually think it's because I picked the wrong people, because I actually don't know them. I just like went on Twitter and I said I need affiliate marketers, all of that. I just announced everywhere that I need affiliate marketers on my Telegram and all of that, and then people reached out and said they're interested. But I think, you know, when something is difficult to sell, I'll be honest, selling like business tips is actually very hard. It's very, very hard. It's one of the hardest niches that you can actually think of. If I was selling like a product, maybe wig or hair or clothes, they would have sold those ones. Like those ones are easy to like sell because they're stuff that people can see. But then I'm telling affiliate marketers to sell knowledge that is somebody else that has that. Like, how do I put it now? They don't know me. The people that they're advertising to don't know me. They don't know my experience. They didn't pass through the content that I put up for you guys on my Instagram and my LinkedIn and all of that. So there's really no validation for whether this person actually has value that those people, that the customers want. So, and then the affiliate marketers are not in the position to give that social proof. So that's actually why it did not work, because people were not buying, and then because people were not buying, they kind of lost the vibe and then they stopped promoting. So I'll be honest, that's just basically what happened. I had about 8 of them, and that was what happened. So that one was like scratched out. So the only traffic strategy that actually worked for me was Instagram content marketing. Like that was literally the only thing that worked for me, and that was where I got most of my sales. I got most of my followers, most of like everything was just from Instagram. And funny how when I post on Instagram normally, I actually do not benefit so much from it, but I think it was because this was a strategic period and like it was consistent, like it was every single day. One of my posts even went viral and I got a lot of comments and like engagement on it, so like that's actually quite nice. So yeah, so that's everything basically on my traffic and basically how I was able to like market. Now in terms of marketing, I attempted influencer marketing, and guys, I only got few followers from it. It didn't really work. I tried it after the launch week. That's this last week that just passed. I paid about, I think, 8K for like a video and stuff, and like I'll probably post the video here so you guys can see. I should be able to get the video. He sent it to my Instagram. I'll post the video so you guys can see. I got followers from it, but I didn't make sales from that one, which is natural because obviously like I said, people don't just buy, especially when you're selling ebooks or digital products. People won't just buy because they're not sure whether they actually have the knowledge that they want. So they're not necessarily going to buy immediately. I'm sure that they'll still buy at some point, but like they actually followed, which was actually good. So at least I have them on my community. I benefited from it. So I think that was like, those are the marketing plans that I had. Now for my sales, oh yes, email marketing. I forgot email marketing. I mentioned it earlier, email marketing. So people on my wait list, I was sending them emails. All the content I was posting on my reels, I will convert them into long emails and send to them on my wait list. I also convert it to like those emails. I'll break it down and post it on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is more of like text. I posted videos there too as well, but it didn't really do well. So I started posting text because that one usually does well on LinkedIn. So after that, the next thing is sales. My sales technique is linked to your pricing strategy. So I already told you my pricing strategy was 75% off, 50% off, and 25% off, which is that's like the original price is 3K, so 25% off is 2K, 50% off is 1.5, and 75% off is 1,000. So that was what I did basically. And my sales technique was discounts, basically giving sales discounts. Like that's the easiest, that's like the most common sales technique that exists, right? So that was basically what I did for this launch period, and I applied everything and it actually worked. Guys, it was a lot of work because I had to batch create content. I did not sit down and start filming the videos one by one. No, I had to batch create content. I had to plan the strategy. I had to make sure all my graphics, my flyers were down, or my adverts were down, and that one took me approximately 2 weeks. And also make sure that the ebook was ready. So that one took me approximately 2 weeks. So the 2 weeks the waitlist period in May was what I was doing to do all this preparation. So that makes sense. Do you understand? So basically, I want to tell you guys what next. So what next? I'm going to put a form link in the description, and the form link is going to be a wait list for launch strategy masterclass. I did a poll on my Instagram and it was 50-50. I asked if you guys want a free tutorial on launch strategy and if you guys want a masterclass. Now this masterclass, right, basically what I've just shared with you guys is my own launch strategy for a digital product. So what I'm going to do in the masterclass is I'm going to be sharing with you guys different launch strategies, right, for different types of businesses, different types of products, launch strategies that work for everybody, right? So the reason why I decided to do both is because obviously the poll result was 50-50, so I did both. So yeah, I'm doing a masterclass basically sometime in the future. I don't know when, but just join the waitlist. Form is in link is in the description. You fill a form, just drop your name, your email, whatever details you find there, just do that. So yeah, now let me tell you guys the traffic strategy that this particular person did, and like I was really impressed. Her name is Homa Wogu, that's her name, and she's quite popular on LinkedIn. She's like a LinkedIn influencer, right? She was also a sponsor for the Ultimate Business Guide. Her traffic strategy was this. She launched her ebook is on pre-order right now. I think I'll put a link in the description for the book. And what she did was that before the pre-order period, or before, I think a week before, like the period before a week before the pre-order, she did a competition on LinkedIn and Instagram. She told people, right, that are creatives to design a book cover. It was a book cover design challenge. And she said that the winner is going to get 20K. She was going to pay the winner, that's the person that does the best that she likes. She was going to pay the person 20,000 for like rendering the service basically. So a lot of people were really designing the book covers for this particular book. Even one of my employees in Serifix joined this challenge and designed the book cover, though her own was not picture. But what happened, and then she told them that they should post it and use a hashtag. So what happened was that everybody was seeing the title of her book, Morning Star by Homa Wogu, everywhere, and like a lot of people were seeing it everywhere. That's like a beautiful traffic strategy, like what? But that's like a very nice traffic strategy. So I said let me just share that with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this particular content, definitely do subscribe to my channel, you guys, and stay tuned. Guys, I have vlogs, and I have one vlog coming up. Yeah, I have a vlog coming up because there's gist. There is gist, you guys, but stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you want to hear the gist. Yeah, thank you guys for subscribing, thank you guys for liking, thank you guys for sharing, thank you guys for being my family, and I'm grateful. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.